Since I pulled the engine out of the IROC Camaro, I've been waiting for it to return. I've been doing a lot of cleaning. When you take all these parts apart and that have been sitting in the garage for 30 years, everything's dirty and everything's a mess. Things were corroding. The engine compartment was a mess. So I went through with a big pan. It's hard to do inside the garage, but using engine degreaser and mineral spirits and so forth, I was able to go through, get a lot of the gunk off the frame rails, off the front of dash, get it pretty well cleaned up. I thought that cross member was all rusted, and once I got through all the grime and stuff, it looks like it had an aluminized coating that I'm going to touch up with some rust inhibitor that I've got that's silver colored that'll probably match pretty well. The transmission right now is just being held up by a ratchet strap. When I actually go to putting the engine back in, I'll put a jack underneath with a large board and raise that back up a little higher. I've also pulled the torque converter off. There's a little bit of a procedure for getting it back on, but I was concerned that the neck, you can see how the front of the converter is a little bit rusty. So I wanted to pull it off and make sure that the neck of the converter where it goes into the pump was not all rusted, and it was not. There had been enough oil film on it that it was in good condition. So I went in and put a little transmission fluid on the pump seal, and then reseated the converter. As you go in with that converter, you got to go in. There are like 3 different steps that you have to rotate the converter, rock it back and forth, and gently. There are 2 shaft splines you pick up, and then you have to pick up the pump and make sure everything engages, or the converter will be sticking out too far, and when you try to mate the engine up, it'll hang up and you'll damage things. So in any case, right now the engine compartment's almost ready for the engine to come back in, and I'm feeling pretty good about that. It looked awfully grimy when things came out.
So in addition to the engine compartment, I have a lot of components I have to clean up going back together. I decided to use something called Must for Rust. It's a phosphoric acid solution, water base, and that'll clean up quite a bit of the rust on steel parts. And some different forms of Scotch-Brite was my choice. I have a sandblaster, a handheld gun, not a cabinet, just a gun. And it'll clean things up, but I really didn't want the grit blast pattern on these belt grooves. So all these got cleaned with Scotch-Brite going around the circumference. That and the phosphoric acid ultimately got it cleaned up pretty good. The white is where the phosphoric acid's been working. And then some of these I cleaned up and painted, and some I left bare depending on what I was going to do with them next, and how bad they had rusted. Then I had this intake manifold. It was such a mess. I just took it to the machine shop and had them grit blast it. That I don't have a good picture of it yet, but that bothered me a little. So I've got some Loctite that is a wicking grade that goes in and seals porosity, and my plan is to use that going back together. Other aluminum parts, I went down to Harbor Freight and I bought a box of walnut shells, and I blasted all the plenum and all the other stuff with walnut shells. And they're starting to look pretty good too. You'll see those when the engine comes back together. The radiator was really a mess. I don't have a picture of it apart, but man, when I took it into the radiator shop and they pulled the tank off, the corrosion was just terrible, and the white. So I also replaced the heater core while I was at it, just to be sure. The starter motor didn't look real great. It worked, so just to be sure, I went ahead and put in a fresh one. The distributor got completely rebuilt. I took the gear off the bottom of the shaft, pulled it apart. All the modules and all the electronics and pickup, everything got replaced. This washer was a little bit of a mystery for a while because it looks like an extruded plastic cup washer, and there is no such thing in the parts list. I think that's just the way I was going to say wore over time. And the new one is just a flat fiber gasket where it sits on the intake manifold and seems to work, on other engines. Um, so the alternator got replaced again just because of age and corrosion. I had to find a new sensor. This is the Egr Temp Sensor, and it broke and is no longer available anywhere. I found a substitute at the Corvette shop, which is this part, which has a much shorter wire. And so my solution was to make a new wire. Uh, this is a short list of my engine parts that I put in. I went back together with a rebuilt water pump, a standard oil pump, the pickup. The gaskets were provided. You can see the paint, for touching up and so forth. The gray paint for the valve covers was hard to find. I went to the Corvette folks, and they had one that matched up pretty nice. The cooling system, again, we talked a little bit earlier. The ones in red are things where the standard part didn't fit, um, or wasn't available. So like the upper radiator hose, AC, Delco had a hose, but it said cut to fit, but I couldn't figure out how to do it. And I found a Dayco was much better fit. And then the gates was one I picked out of the catalog and cut to fit. Distributor, all the parts, as I said, got replaced. The interesting thing with spark plug wires, I bought Delco Professionals, and they didn't have the little button on the top of the boot that goes into the distributor cap retainer on this engine. But these United Motor are made from the original Packard wire, and they matched up, so I got those instead. These are the different sensors and parts, knock sensor, coolant temp. All of these I had to put together and replace for one reason or another, or just to be sure. Again, the red is the Corvette Mods EGR. I bought a couple connectors and a piece of wire and basically built a pigtail that matches and stretches out to the other engine harness. And there was a bunch more cleanup to be done. Um, as I mentioned, walnut shells on aluminum parts. Got everything all cleaned up so that when the engine comes back from the shop, I can start bolting things back together.